Hi traders, thanks for stopping by thetradinganalyst.com. This is Taylor and we're going to look at the S&P 500 and I'm going to give my thought process and analysis, and hopefully you come away from this video from some newfound knowledge on technical analysis as well as some profitable trade ideas here in the market. But first, if you're not already a member, go ahead and visit us on the homepage. If the free videos and analysis we give to you on a daily basis, it's nothing compared to the membership at thetradinganalyst.com. Once you sign up, you're going to be able to take part in the professional chat room, the daily watch lists, the real-time profitable trade alerts, which are not only given in the live chat room, but also via text message and email for those of you that can't be in front of the computer screen all day long. You're also going to get the exclusive member videos, webinars, and an education from mentors like myself who truly care about your success in the market. It's a great opportunity and we'd love to have you. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the S&P 500 here. As expected and as we've been calling for, lower prices here in the market, so congratulations if you've been profiting nicely on that. So we're going to take a look at the chart here. Now that we've been breaking down here, we're getting into what could be some potential bounce zones, okay? And for me personally, I don't like just buying at a support or shorting at a resistance when the trend is clearly down here, okay? So I don't like picking bottoms. That's just me. I don't like picking tops. I want to see some kind of a pattern, some kind of a breakdown before I get in. Okay, so up here, you know, I was not bearish on the market. Okay, it wasn't until we broke down here and then we created this downtrend right around here that I started turning bearish. Okay, I was bullish up until then, and then started turning neutral around here, and then bearish around here. So really takes time for themes to develop, okay? Now I also want to touch on another thing, that we have different kinds of bottoms, okay? We have V bottoms right here, like this, okay? V bottoms, and what I mean by V bottoms is exactly what it looks like. A dip, hard dip, and then a hard buy, and we go straight up. We basically go straight down and then straight up. Now, how can you tell the difference between a V bottom and something a little more constructive like this over here? This is kind of a double bottom. We made a low, went up a little bit, made another low, and then bounced, okay? So how can we tell whether we're going to rip from the bottom or whether we're going to make another low or just kind of hang out near the lows, okay? Well, for one, you want to see how we kind of got there. Did we drop super fast, straight down, and did it take multiple days? You know, because this over here, this is a longer sell-off right here. Very orderly, just kind of straight down for a lot of days. Whereas over here, we've got 2 days, big red, and then we just bounce big time. Okay, so that's kind of the difference right there as well. So another thing that you want to look for bounces is the way that we bounce off of the lows. Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like. Okay, so right here is what we're going to focus on, and I'll just get this line out of the way because it doesn't matter for what I'm about to show you. Okay, so what you have here is a red candle right here. Okay, it doesn't matter what kind of red candle, it just matters that we dipped hard, okay, and that we had a red candle last. The next thing you want to look for is a gap up. See how this gap happened? I'll zoom in so you can see it a little bit. So here's that gap. We closed the day right here. I'll get this trend line out of the way. We closed the day right here, and then we opened the next day higher. That's a gap. The next thing we did was we closed the day, so this day closed over the open of this day as well as over the high of that day. Okay, that's what you want to look for. As you can see, we basically went straight up since then. Okay, so the next thing, or I'm going to show you another example. Let me zoom in here. Give me a moment. Okay, so this is good enough. Okay, so here again, we have that sell-off. Okay, and this we made a low previously over here. We have this sell-off, red candle, and then look at this, gap up the next day, and we closed over the high and the open of the previous day. So a gap up, that's what you want to look for, a strong gap up. And look at what happened after that. Basically straight up since then. Okay, so those were the two most recent bottoms, and they look very, very similar as to their behavior at the actual bottom. So that's what I'm going to be looking for a potential bottom. And keyword is potential. Okay, just because we have this kind of a candle doesn't mean that this is exactly going to happen. Is it very likely that it will happen? Yes, definitely. But nothing is 100% sure, as I'm sure you're very well aware of that. So these are the kind of things that you need to look for. And as far as bounce zones, where I could see us potentially bouncing from, right around here between 2030 and 2040. Okay, just above the Brexit lows. Okay, there's an area where we bounce from many times right there, and that's also a Fibonacci retracement level, and I'll go ahead and I'll draw that right here. Okay, so it's right around the 38.2 Fibonacci retracement level. You can see that right there, 38.2. That lines up perfectly with this level, and I drew that from the lows here to the highs here. Okay, so yes, short term, in the near term, definitely think we're heading lower. We haven't gotten any signs that we're getting a bounce here, and we have a couple more days, well, one more day in the week, so more than likely, you know, we tried to bounce here, we're making new lows every day. More than likely it's going to continue. I'm not really seeing any, you know, buyable signs in the market just yet. So, but we are getting into some areas where it's going to be a good area to cover those shorts. Not necessarily buy just yet, but it's a good area to cover some shorts. So we'll see how it reacts to these levels, and we'll see what kind of reactions we get based off of the candles and the closes, like I mentioned before. Thanks for watching the video and stopping by. Again, if you're not already a member, visit us on the home page, get to know us a little bit better. If you like the free videos and free analysis we give to you on a daily basis, it's nothing compared to the membership at thetradinganalyst.com. The best part is, once you sign up, you're going to get immediate access to those profitable trade alerts that we're giving to our members on a daily basis. It's a great opportunity. We'd love to have you.